I think we're done with this tractor being in the shop. Let's get this thing out of here. I'm gonna get it warmed up. We didn't drop the oil last year, so it's a good time to drop the oil. So I got some filters sitting on the oil here. We'll throw some oil in it, get that engine nice and fresh, and then just a couple more odds and ends, and we should be good to go. Charge, we need a battery. Almost made it. Yeah, that's too bad. Had some interesting developments in the farm. So we got that 3555 Case IH cart, and we really like it. And it's been a demo for a number of years, and this year we weren't going to demo it, so we had it in the back. And well, they got a hold of us and said, "Would you take this for it? We'd like to sell it to you guys." And we said, "Well, I guess we just got to do it." So that's now ours. So we own the 3555 air cart, so we had that off. We were hooking the old cart back on, and then the phone call came. So now we're unhooked the old cart, the 3850, and put the 3555 back on. Leg Arms just got the 4350 cart hooked up to the toolbar. He's got the 450, or actually the 450, the 5 1/4 butt hooked up, and then I just finished welding the drawbar on this one too, because this drawbar on this 600 was pretty bad. So I built it up 1/4 inch or more. Got to grind on a little bit, but that'll be a nice plate, and then we'll put one of these doohickeys on there for wear. So anyway, that's what's going on here. We're getting close though. Carts are almost fully hooked up to the buds, and then just a lot of little logistics. And a couple days out, we might be turning dirt. Well, we're in our other building. This is where we've kept the cat heat, the 377, I believe it is, and we got plans for this truck, and we're excited to do this. It's just be an interesting change to our operation at Spring Seating. But first thing we gotta do is gotta get rid of that. We're just gonna take it off, park it somewhere, but we got something else we're gonna hook onto this truck. We're gonna show you guys in a minute. We're excited to try it, so let's get to it. Doing some greasing. I thought I'd show you guys this. I've seen that happen on car tires, but not your grease line. So let's do something about that. Let's see if I can pop this thing. Oh, there it is. Yep. There we go. Does that satisfy your guys' popping urges? Dr. Pimple Popper? Leg Arms?
What, baby? Ew.
Back to farming, that was weird. There we go. And this is what we got. This is the Haul All SideDraw. It's a 1580. 1580 stands for 1,580 cubic feet. 1,580 cubic feet is equivalent to 1,260 bushels. And what this is basically a grain trailer / seed tender that's gonna make the seed operation that much better. You know, you guys have always seen over the years, we've used those old Ford trucks that have seen better days, and they just, keep running. That's great, but the problem is they're a little bit on the low capacity side for the drills we're running. And a lot of times we don't have enough fertilizer in one truck to fill both drills at a time. So you have to run back, get fertilizer again, go back. The beauty with this trailer is we got one truck and it's got 4 hoppers, and we can put fertilizer on one side, seed on the other side, pull up to your air drill, you pull your chute down. I haven't used this yet, so we gotta figure this out. But chute comes down, gate opens up, fill your air drill, chute up, drive forward, next chute down, fill air drill, and then drive off to the next drill. So that's pretty exciting. So this is a demo we're gonna be trying out this spring. Thank you, Haul, for letting us give us a try. I really do think this is gonna improve our operation quite a bit this spring, because running 2 trucks versus 1 makes a big difference. Less operator, just a lot less shuttling stuff around. So we're excited. So let's get this to the shop, let's finish hooking it up, and let's go get some peas. It's time to get some seed in the Haul All SideDraw. So we got the Batco BCX3. Pull that up, put it over the front hopper. I had to run to town real quick. We just did use the 4 tandem. I picked up some registered pea seed. We're gonna update our seed genetics this year. So that's about 500 bushels. So that'll fill 2 of these hoppers. They're, I think, 315 bushels each, I believe is the number. So we'll be able to fill basically 2 hoppers with this. We'll use that when we first get going, and then eventually we'll switch out to our old variety of yellow peas, which we have in the bin that's clean and ready to go. And then we're just gonna fill the whole trailer full and then start seeding there. So let's get this thing loaded. The SideDraw's got some nifty controller here, and the tarp is closed on this, and I believe, let's see here, turn it on. There we go. That's nice. All right, open that thing up. Go to the second hopper. Front's about full. I think we're getting pretty close. 35, 55 is all good to go. We did put a couple peas in it yesterday and got her calibrated. So all the numbers came out where we wanted them. So now we've got the peas in the Haul, and we're gonna start inoculating from the Haul into the 35, 55. So let's start the butt up. And let's get things warmed up here so we can get some seed in the ground. As soon as this baby's rolling, gotta get the flags on it, set the depth, and then that one, get a little work to it, and we're ready to go. Last time this thing started awesome. It was a little warmer out, but let's just see how it starts today. No ether. Oh yeah. Simple. Now inoculant, being that peas are a legume, it's a microorganism that lives in basically peat in the bag. It's just dirt, soil basically. And so we put it with the seed, and that way when it goes in the ground, the microorganism, it binds or attaches to the seed and the root structure of the pea plant, and then allows the plant to nodulate. Nodulation basically is helping nitrogen fixate our soil. So it's kind of a win-win. It's basically like adding fertilizer to your ground more naturally. That's a great way to say it. But we like it. That's one thing we do and like about seeding pulse crops or legume crops would be this. So anyways, that's what these bags are for. It's kind of messy, but it pays off in the end. Okay. Now, don't make a mistake like I did. Make sure you press button gate 2, not gate 1. Otherwise you'll drop peas up there, not here. Okay. I already did that once.
So gate 3?
Yeah, gate 3. Do gate 3. Gate 3 or 4 is actually great. You can do those.
I'm just gonna put the air.
All right, so we got gate 2. Okay, so we got gate 1, 2, 3, 4, and tarp. We're on gate 2. So when they're ready, I'll press that button. Ready?
You just shut it off. Okay, never mind.
All right, so now we're going to this hopper.
Oh yeah. 100 bushels. All fertilizer. Is that good?
we're in the field. This is the first field for peas. So we just got to set her down on the ground. So he's getting the depth figured out. We'll pull a test pass, put a couple seeds in the ground, check depth. If it's too deep, we'll raise it up. Too shallow, we'll lower it down. Goal is to get a little over 2 inches depth for yellow peas. So we'll just see if we can get in that number. And if we like what we see, then I think he'll get into the line, get the GPS guidance locked on, and I think we'll just get this thing going. Then get the other drill rolling. So what we're doing right now is we're checking depth. He just did a quick seed pass. So we're just digging down and we're just getting an idea how deep is the seed. So I'm looking for a pea. Where are we? Oh, there's one right there, right there.
Not bad.
So if you do this, yeah, real measurement, but that's a good 3 inches here at least. So we're definitely a little deep. Now we do the signature walk behind the drill. Why don't we have the side-by-side here, you're saying? Yeah, it's a good question. We're not super fancy today. All right, so let's try it. So that's a front shank right there. Let's try front first. Front tanks typically see the shallowest if it's not level very well. Oh, there it is right there. That's a good depth right there. That's not bad. That's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Let's try rear shank. There's a rear right there. Or am I backwards on this? The front seed the deepest and the back's the shallowest. I might, oh, there it is. Right there. That's a little deep. There's right there. That's not bad. 2.5 maybe. Okay, we like what we see. So we're gonna head back, get the other drill going. Leg arm's gonna take off with this unit. And we're going. All right, so now that's going. We need some more seed. So let's fire the 377 up with the Haul All SideDraw. Let's fill this thing plumb full. A lot of peas. Are we tall enough? That's the question. Let's see here. Right. Oh yeah, I think we'll clear. Yep, we'll be good. I'm not centered very well though. Plenty of room. Looks good. Now with air drills, or say planters, you gotta have meters. You gotta have a way to regulate, to meter the flow of product into the ground, because you don't wanna put too much, too little. There's a science to putting the right amount in for the conditions, whether it's soil type, moisture levels, plant genetics, whatever it may be. There's certain numbers you wanna stick to. And to do that, you gotta have meter rollers. And this particular one is a stainless steel shaft with looks like 3D printed rollers in a helical shape. And this is from Agri-Stainless. And Agri-Stainless partnered with Ready Engineering, or I should say Red Engineering, our friends over in North Dakota, who helped set this cart up with stainless steel. And these are some coarse rollers that we're gonna be putting in for our peas. We've had issues in the past with the other rollers grabbing and binding peas and causing issues with the rate as the torque motors get kind of hot. And I talked about that. They said, well, you need to try these out. So these are what we're gonna put in. They're pretty sweet looking. Definitely a stainless steel shaft. You can see that right there. That's one thing about these, they're interchangeable. So you can take the roll pins out and you can swap out these rollers, I should say the roller, the meter, and put in coarse, fine, extra fine, or is it extra coarse, depending on what you're doing. Or if you have more runs. See, this is a 7-run drill that we have hooked up. So we've got, technically this cart can do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one we have blocked off because we don't need it because this drill only runs the 7 runs. So they set that up for us. There's 2 bearings in here, a bearing here, bearing here, bearing there, and bearing here. So we're pretty excited to try this. Thank you, Agri-Stainless and Ready. We'll have a link in the description if you guys want to check them out. But yeah, let's put this to work. If this makes it feed a little nicer, man, there's been some times we've just had an absolute nightmare feeding peas, and I don't know why. Sometimes it seems like it works, sometimes it doesn't. So with this helical design, that should prevent the piece from getting bound up every time that one paddle goes by and crunches a bunch of peas together. And then the rate will be even. As it flows through the meter box, it'll flow evenly and not just like a paddle wheel. So, all right, let's put them in. Don't mind the sparrow feces. Yeah, eventually a building will hopefully be in our future that can put air carts in. That would be amazing. Get them out of the elements and the birds, because you got to pick and choose what goes in a building and what doesn't. Well, that goes in a building. This doesn't, unfortunately, but soon, maybe someday. You never know. So let's put this on. This is all stainless steel Ramafa undercarriage, and Reddy guys a couple years back helped us put this on. We have had very, very, very little problems with it. So about the only thing you're going to have problems with is just your typical wearables, which is your rubber gaskets or seals or foam that seal the airtight. Eventually those are going to wear out. Otherwise, the rest of this has been pretty stout. One way this goes in, this side is a torque motor side. So you put this into the torque motor, lock it in place, not quite that far, back a little bit, put the meter in, lift it up, close the housing around on it, and then the clamps grab right like that. There we go, like that. These old style carts, they have just 3 meters. It's simple. I mean, it's just 3 meters. You just put it in, take it out. But you don't have variable rate, so you can't speed up one fast another. Like the other cart, the 3555 cart we have, has 21 torque motors. Is that correct? 3 rows of 7, and they can speed up and slow down torque motors depending on if you're turning and you want to put more rate on the outside wing, left on the inside, or if you have, like, say, a disc drill and you want to shut off some of your runs. This one, we don't have those capabilities. It just puts down the rate that they're turning at. But this has been pretty tried and true too, so that's why we're running it. Oh, those birds. All right, I think we're in.
Well, this is awesome. I love it. I love being in the tractor cab, running the tractor. Feels good. Feels good not to be wrenching or doing any of that stuff a little bit. Change of pace is nice. So far, things are going great. There is a sensor on our Intelligent Ag blockage system. It's giving me spurts. It says there's something there, but I can't find anything. Back and forth, back and forth. I don't know what's going on there, so don't mind those little alarm things that's going on. I just put the seed in the ground, I'm finding it. So I don't know. But other than that, the 650 Big Bud is working great. I'm just gonna keep on going. This is awesome. It feels great. But it is a little warm in this cab, so I put a can of 134A, so we'll get a little cooler in here because it leaks it out a little bit. Can't find a leak. I don't know. We've looked everywhere. We got a sniffer. Not sure where the leak is, but it leaks it out slowly. So I don't know. Other than that, not much else to say, I guess.
Series 2 525 and the 4350 flex coil. These are basically ready. So we got her all calibrated. We're gonna start putting peas in. So let's put an inoculant in right now. Pretty slick. I've never had I know guys have these on their truck gates, but that's the first time I've had a remote for a gate down there. It's awesome. Really easy to top it off. So that hopper's 315 bushels. This cart holds 430 bushels. So we're gonna have to jump to hopper number 2 on the side draw. So we'll pull it forward, pull from that one, and finish topping off this front tank. This front tank is the largest at 180 bushel. So it'll take all that and a chunk of that. Okay, hopper number 1 is empty. So we'll move forward to hopper number 2. One thing about this side draw that I see as a problem, and it's our problem, not side draw's problem, the fender will hit this, but that's because our fifth wheel plate needs slid back. and it's a little stiff right now. So after this, I'm gonna take this and see if I can get that fifth wheel plate to slide forward. Beautiful. So yeah, no, I think that'd be a simple fix. Is once I get that slid all the way back, this fender will be here. It'll clear this, so I won't worry about hitting it. But we caught, thankfully. There's a chance of rain tonight, so while I'm standing up here, yeah, isn't that lovely? Yeah, good way to get spoiled real quick. Yep.
I have a little helper again. Hey, who's this guy? Dude, what happened to your face?
I just got rashes.
Somebody tripped and fell behind a... Yeah, let's just say they tripped and fell. It didn't feel really good, so... Anyways, I got a helper. What did you say about Big Bud?
I like this Big Bud.
Can I get a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Haha, yeah! He actually said that by himself, but I had him repeat it because, I mean, come on, it's adorable. What's your name?
Raleigh.
Raleigh Welker?
Yeah.
Okay.
R-O-L-L-I.
Haha, way to go, buddy.
Well, look at this. Yeah. There be seed going in the ground. Drill number 2 is officially a go.